An important aspect of how a civilization defines its own identity often rests on how it perceives its history.
There are certain cultural icons that a society can grow to idealise and covet. For the Victorians, their medieval past was perhaps surprisingly a great source of inspiration, both culturally and socially.
This fascination with the Middle Ages is known as Victorian medievalism.
In many ways, the Victorians even felt nostalgic for the medieval period.
This project focuses on how this nostalgia manifested in the recreation of the 13th century Tyne Bridge for the 1887 Royal Jubilee Exhibition in what is today called Exhibition Park in Newcastle-upon-Tyne.
This is Exhibition Park as it is today.
And this is what it would have looked like in 1887.
The bridge was a major attraction of the exhibition, which mostly focused on future-facing technological exhibits, such as William George Armstrong's 111-ton artillery gun and Joseph Wilson Swan's electric lamps.
But this bridge seems out of place in an exhibition seemingly dedicated to progress and industry.
However, it could be argued that the Victorians viewed this bridge as a symbol of a period with which they had many similarities.
Firstly, both periods experienced mass migration and large movements of people, such as the migration of Vikings into northern Europe and the Normans into England in the medieval period, as well as wider movements across Europe, such as the movement of Islamic peoples into the Iberian Peninsula.
On the Victorian side, there was the migration of Europeans into Africa, America and Asia due to colonialism.
Also, the Victorians justified the militaristic nature of their society by grounding it in the Middle Ages. They venerated medieval military figures such as Richard the Lionheart and Alfred the Great, and placed them alongside contemporary Victorians such as the generals Gordon and Kitchener.
This is perhaps why the Victorians chose this bridge over a more modern design, such as the Swing Bridge, which opened in 1876 in Newcastle-upon-Tyne.
Their recreation was extremely devoted to the original, according to their available source material. There were strict rules for shopkeepers on the new Old Tyne Bridge, which were intended to keep the experience as authentic as possible. This shows that they had a certain nostalgia for the medieval period and wanted to represent it faithfully.
The bridge also captured the public zeitgeist of the time, which tended towards the Gothic movement. Many other buildings in line with Gothic styles, such as Strawberry Hill, home of Sir Horace Walpole, and Windsor Castle, which was altered by Sir Geoffrey Wyatville, who added turrets, towers and battlements in order to emulate medieval architecture.
The exhibition was also taking place as a response to other exhibitions from across the country, such as the Old London Exhibition of 1885 and Old Edinburgh of 1886. This was an opportunity for the North East to join the wider Gothic movement and showcase local heritage.
Overall, it is clear that the Victorians, as shown by our case study, possessed a particular form of nostalgia for the medieval period, which encouraged the creation and building of Gothic architecture. We are terming this creative nostalgia, which we believe the Tyne Bridge is a prime example of.